Hi there, my name is Dr. Leigh Zeitz and I'm an Associate Professor of Instructional Technology at the University of Northern Iowa. And today what I'd like to talk about is developing innovation through invention. Now, in today's world, things are so complicated and changing all the time that we can't base our education on just memorization and recitation and those things that are so lockstep. We need to build innovation. We need to build creativity. And I've got two words for you when it comes to doing that. Those two words are Rube, Goldberg. Now, one of the things that I had the opportunity to do recently was to go to 6th grade and work with students. And what we were looking at is we were looking at ways in which we could integrate STEM and integrate a problem-solving aspect. And we decided to deal with Rube Goldberg. Now, if you don't know who Rube Goldberg is, he's a great cartoonist who actually started drawing these cartoons of outlandish contraptions that would achieve a simple task. And he started in 1914 and he ended in 1964, 50 years of these. And you've all seen them. Maybe you didn't know the name, but it's the idea where you have the marbles coming down and they go down and they hit the dominoes and those go over here and then it goes for forever. The idea is that this is a problem-based learning process that you can use to teach science, to teach motion, to teach a whole number of things. And as you have students blogging about what they did, reflecting on that sort of thing, it's a whole system that can work with English and art and science and a whole variety of subject areas, and it actually gives it meaning. Now, I have to tell you that when I did it, I had, and you learn a lot about students as well. Because when I did it, I had 3 groups of students, and they self-selected and all that, and I started out and I said, okay, I've got this marble. And this marble is going to be, how do I get this over to that bucket over there? And they gave me all these ideas. And then I said, hey, start thinking about how you would do it. And after about 5 minutes, I had one group who couldn't deal with it anymore. They actually started putting their chairs together, trying to figure out how to get that marble to come down and drop into the bucket. These were the kinesthetic learners. And what happens is that when they're working together, you learn about social aspects, you learn about interactions, you learn about a whole variety of ways in which students learn. And that can allow you, the teacher, the educator, to have the insight as to how you can do this in other parts of what they're doing. The problem is that you identify a question, and then you provide the materials, and they have a whole variety of ways in which they want to have this beginning piece of action end up with the small task. And so what I'm suggesting and what I've done is, and I'm going to be doing additional research in this, is how students can take a look at a variety of different ways in which items interact in the physical world and turn them into a complex set of chain reactions to achieve a simple task. At the beginning, I gave these simple tasks to the students, but then I started having them do it themselves. Their simple tasks included things like dipping a chip in a salsa or making a smoothie or something like that. And those actually came up with a lot of complex answers that they had to deal with. So what I'm suggesting is that when you're working and you're working with your students, you want to build innovation. You want them to innovate, to think, to stimulate, to create in such a way that they can take that information and those skills and use them in the regular world.